Welcome to our lesson, Unpacking the JavaScript Array, Creation, Access, Modification, and more. We're about to embark on an exciting journey, exploring the fundamental building block of many data structures, the array. Together, we will dive into creation, access, modification, and more aspects of JavaScript arrays. Are you ready? Let's get started. Consider an array as a lunchbox with different compartments. Each compartment, or index, has a specific number and holds a different value or item. Just as a lunchbox can contain an assortment of items, sandwiches, fruits, and snacks for instance, an array can hold a variety of different values, numbers, strings, and even other arrays. From managing data in applications to executing complicated algorithms, arrays form the foundation of numerous tasks in programming. By the end of our lesson today, you'll be able to create arrays, add or alter their contents, and manipulate them effectively. So, shall we start exploring our JavaScript arrays? Let's dive in. Let's take a closer look at JavaScript arrays. Structurally, arrays are collections of values or data, and these data pieces can be of any type. You access the values in an array through an index, a number referring to a position in the array. But remember, arrays in JavaScript start counting from 0, not 1, following what we call a zero-based indexing system. This means that the first element is found at index 0, the second element at index 1, and so on. On the slide, you can see an example of an array declaration and how we access its elements using the index. Doesn't it feel like you're fetching exactly the item you need from your lunchbox? It's the same with JavaScript arrays, efficient and effective. Creating an array in JavaScript is like packing a lunchbox. You can include any type of food, or in our case, any type of data. The example on the slide shows an array that contains a string, a number, and a Boolean value. Indeed, arrays in JavaScript are quite flexible. So how about changing the contents? Imagine you packed a banana, but later decided to have grapes instead. Just select the compartment that holds the banana and replace it with grapes. Similarly, to modify an array, select the item corresponding to an index and just assign a new value to it. The code on the slide illustrates this process. Ready to play around with arrays? Remember, practices make perfect. Sometimes you might also want to find out how many compartments or elements are in the array or the lunchbox. Using the .length property, you can easily get this information. It's important to note that since array indexing starts at 0, an array of 3 elements will have indices 0, 1, and 2. The slide demonstrates how to find the length of an array in action. Thus, by knowing how to access elements and find the length of an array, we're getting the hang of working with arrays in JavaScript. Keep it up! Now that we have some basic understanding of JavaScript arrays, it's time to move on to manipulating them. We have 2 easy recipes or methods for this. .push, which adds an element, and pop, which removes the last element. The push method is like adding a new item into your lunchbox. On the slide, we're adding yellow to our colors array using colors.pushYellow. To remove the last item, we use .pop. It's akin to eating or removing the last item added to your lunchbox. If you observe the code provided on the slide, you'll see we're removing the last element simply by calling colors.pop. These 2 basic methods are just the tip of the iceberg. JavaScript provides a suite of other methods to efficiently manipulate arrays, but for now, mastering these basics will set a solid foundation for you to explore more. Practice makes perfect, so do give these methods a try. Congratulations! You've made a significant milestone in understanding JavaScript arrays. We've walked through creating arrays, accessing and changing elements, getting the number of elements, and adding or removing elements from an array. Picture these as various ways you can interact with your lunchbox. With this newfound knowledge, you have the tools to create, manage, and interact effectively with JavaScript arrays. Remember, the key to becoming proficient is through continuous practice. Keep practicing and get ready to conquer more JavaScript concepts in our upcoming lessons. Happy coding!